Hello everybody, I'm Illece Buckley Weber, the mayor of the city of Agoura Hills. I'm going to remove my mask so you can all hear me, and I'm 6 feet away from our videographer. A local resident asked me if I could change up the scenery a bit, so we're here today in front of City Hall, in front of one of our art in public places, and I take full responsibility for the sound and the quality of today's video. Since we're doing it outside, it's a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me. So let's start with our update. We have, as of yesterday, last night, we have 119 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the city of Agoura Hills. That's quite a large increase from the last time I spoke to you. I have information that there has been a second death in Agoura Hills, and our hearts and thoughts go out to the families and friends and loved ones of the victim. We don't know anything and can't tell you any more about the victim because of HIPAA and privacy rights. So if we find out more that we can disclose, we'll do so. But for now, know that that's a second one. I have no new openings or closings in the county to report. The last report from Dr. Barbara Ferrer at the LA County Department of Public Health was that she was guardedly optimistic. This was about a week and a half ago, that we were slowly leveling off. Now understand that we're leveling off up here rather than leveling off down here. But leveling off is still a step in the right direction. With that said, there's no plans for further reopenings at this moment in time. So, I am, however, glad to report that last Friday, our city manager signed another urgency order for a temporary outdoor commercial expansion permits for certain businesses, such as gyms, fitness centers, hair salons, businesses of that sort, similar to what we did for dining and retail. This will enable more of our local businesses to present and conduct their businesses outdoors. So hopefully we can help them. If you need to, because doing so inside is a violation of the public health order. They can go to the city's website for more information. Please note that we have a new and improved, easy website, www.agourahillscity.org. That's www.agourahillscity.org. Let's see, the Department of Public Health has released the new 3 C's. They are compliance, containment, and collaboration. As far as compliance goes, and they've really asked us to stress this to all of you, personal responsibility and personal actions have never been more important than right now during this pandemic. The buck stops with each and every one of us. Personal responsibility. We're all doing as much as we possibly can, but in the end, it comes down to each of you. Containment. If you are tested, don't forget to isolate while you're waiting for your results. Be aware of who you've been with, where you've been for contact tracing. This will make again, it's all to slow the spread, and everything that you can do as an individual will be helpful. Collaboration. Our actions as a community, and only our actions, will get us back on track to slow the spread of the virus. We must work together. So let's try not to be judgmental. Let's work together to stop the spread. Our staff has been in contact with our closest hospital, Los Robles Hospital, and it is amply prepared for a COVID surge. If you or someone you know has an employer who is violating the public health order, you can contact the county anonymously at 888-700-9995. Many of you have contacted me or fellow council members or city staff about violations of the public health order in Agoura Hills, and we encourage you to do so. Staff visits the location and works with the business owners on proper protocols. You can also download the app SeeClick Fix, that's SeeClickFix, put in Agoura Hills, and submit your information immediately to city staff. A resident asked me to give more details about what I call proper face covering etiquette. So let me tell you first. Invest in comfortable masks. They're going to be with us for a very long time. If you're using a disposable mask, you might want to go on the internet now and start looking for comfortable ones. These comfortable ones, which I have two of them, are from Councilmember Linda Northup. She made them for me. They have somewhat of a pleat. They have two little hair bogs. So I put it on. It goes on one ear, comes on the second ear, and I'm done. Easy as can be. Now, when I'm sitting in my office, because I'm up and about, I take it off and I just wear it like this for the day. Another option that my husband prefers are the ones that have, again, made by Councilmember Linda Northup, but you can find them on the internet. You put this one, and it's got ties, and you can just, it's best if you have long hair in a clip, but you can put this up here, and there you go, you have your mask. You're wearing it properly over your nose and your mouth, and then while I'm sitting in my office or around the house, it's just like a scarf. You can't have too many masks. They come in all different colors and sizes and everything. Here's another one that I got from Willow Elementary. Again, it's got the little clips on the side. My husband took one of these type of masks and put on a sunglass holder so that he can wear it around his neck. So that's number one. Let me tell you about when you go into a restaurant, even if you're dining outside. Obviously, your mask has to be over your nose and mouth. That's the proper way to eat it, to wear it. But let me add this. Because you're dining outside, which we're thrilled that you're doing at our local restaurants and supporting the business, it's not a get out of jail free card. We still need you to have your mask around your ear or hanging down as a little scarf. And every time somebody comes up to your table or a server comes over, put your mask back up. This is to protect them and to protect you. Keep in mind too that the mask really should be worn when you're engaging in conversation, but not drinking and eating, which would be impossible with the mask. So if you can remember that and go that next little extra step for protection, we would appreciate that. Also, it's not a bad idea to have spray hand sanitizer at your table so that after you touch the menu or a server puts a plate down or whatever is happening, you can hand sanitize your hands. Again, this is the next step of protection. So please join us with that. The sidewalk service at our local library is working well with a steady stream of patrons coming and going. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit of some non-COVID news. As many of you already know and have heard, a large limb on one of our heritage oaks on Agoura Road, west of Canaan, broke off last week. We moved the limb to Pavley Meadow because it's still a source of habitat for numerous species. We are working with arborists to determine the health and safety of the tree itself, and we will keep you posted as soon as the analysis is done. August 26, 2020 is the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. We have a city council meeting that night, and we hope you'll join us. We're planning a virtual celebration. So come on and watch that meeting that night. We also, the city's Cultural Arts Council, want to know how you've taken on the many challenges of 2020. This year's Mayor's Art Show, and I've talked about this over a time, we're actually finally pulling it together. The theme is a 2020 retrospective, and it's an opportunity for you to share your story in the following categories: community, life at home, worldview, equality, and silver linings. The contest is open to all ages. Its deadline for submission is Friday, September 11th. For more information or an application, email culturalarts@agourahillscity.org. That's cultural arts, plural, at agourahillscity.org. And save the date for the art show itself, which will be virtual on November 5th. I also want to let you know that I have taken the challenge, the Wyland Foundation's Mayor's Challenge for Water Conservation, a nonprofit national community service program, and in doing so, I have renewed my commitment to sustainability for our city and for our future generations. Throughout the month of August, our community has an opportunity to compete in a water conservation challenge. with other similar sized cities from across the country to see who can conserve the most water and how. It's simple and easy to do. Go to www.mywaterpledge.com and click on the button in the upper right-hand corner that says Take the Pledge. It'll then ask you what city. You say Agoura Hills and go from there. You'll be taking the pledge just like me. We all know how important water is to our community, so let's show the rest of the country how we do it. I encourage you to make short videos and take pictures to share on social media about why water is important to you and what you are doing to challenge yourself to save water. Use the hashtag pound Agoura Water Challenge when posting, or I guess it's just hashtag Agoura Water Challenge when posting. That just showed my age, so forgive me. And remember that one of the ways that we're saving water in Agoura Hills is joining with Las Virgenes Municipal Water District. We have such good clean water that comes to our faucet that they have a campaign called Drink from the Sink. And you can use a reusable water bottle, refill your water from your sink, or you can put a filter in it and then put it in your refrigerator, and you have cold water every day and you don't need plastic water bottles. So that's one of my favorite campaigns. So join me and join the pledge, and let's get going and conserve water. And some examples would be to show your home with drought-resistant plants. Whatever you're doing to conserve water is what they want to see. So let's do it. I appreciate you tuning in for this address. I want to end by reminding you that this virus isn't going away anytime soon. Our community is adapting as well as can be expected, and for that we are grateful. We need to push a little bit harder. Remember that our ballparks are closed and that our restrooms at the parks are closed, but our green space is open for you to enjoy. It's good to get out and walk around and to stay physically fit. Try and stay home and not be running around town, but when outside the home, properly wear your face covering and stay at least 6 feet away from others. Please stay well. We're all counting on you to do that. So thank you again.